Quincy crew do have room to move around a bit if they wanted to, let's say, commit to having the Phoenix in the off lane, let's say, and Ember's mid. You still have one more support or 4 position that you could still throw in there to pair with the Grimstroke. But that does mean they
No,
are revealing it's a core Ember and potentially mid lane Ember. And now Monkey
but
King comes out for Cloud9, and they could suddenly throw that. I mean, is that a pretty good matchup against Ember in the mid lane if Cloud9 want to go for it? Or do you think that's
if
definitely an
they
ace Monkey King?
no, I mean if they put Monkey King mid, it is a very good matchup versus Ember Spirit. Now then again, if Monkey is safe lane, you should really make this Phoenix. This looks like an amazing Phoenix already. They literally have no heroes that deal with the egg. Dragonite and Monkey are pretty bad at it. Phoenix +1 would just destroy Ancient Apparition plus Monkey.
Tusk.
And they go with the Tusk. Yeah, I think this is what they're doing. I think this Phoenix will be the offlane, Tusk will be the position 4. Then you have Grimstroke, Ember Spirit, possibly on safe lane or mid. We'll see. But I really like what they did. I really like that Phoenix has been um, moved to position 3 now.
Now, hear me
The only
out.
problem. Yeah. Mhm.
What if they wanted to do? I've seen it in the past. MSS offlane Tusk and put that there. Is that really bad? Is it so much better to have the Phoenix go against the Monkey King?
I think you don't really want a melee Tusk versus a Monkey King on the offlane, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get pretty much your ass whooped. So having Phoenix is the better option in this situation. But if you maybe play around your lanes a little bit somehow, then it can work. If you try to dodge the monkey, let's say, and put the Tusk still on core but on a different lane, or maybe even on that lane, who knows? If they lane well around the fire spirits, maybe it can work out. But I still think that having Phoenix on that position is a little bit easier to execute.
True. I guess I get too
So,
excited about the idea of having Grim and Tusk together in the laning phase in some way. I don't know if that means, like I said, having Tusk off lane Grim by his side or going full aggro lane. Let's say it is a safe lane farming Monkey King and they just try to make his lane a living hell and just run him down with Grim Tusk and, the off lane or whatever it may be. It just seems like such a potent duo. But you're right. I mean, Phoenix off lane could certainly be problems for Monkey King. The glaring problem is still also they don't have good answers for the egg. So if Phoenix is a core and gets that level 2 egg that much faster, I could see problems for Cloud9.
mm. It's just a really good laner. The only problem that I see is the nerfs that Phoenix had a couple of patches ago, the last few patches. He doesn't really dish out as much damage as before. His level 15 talent also got significantly nerfed, so he's not that powerhouse in the mid game. He really has to play around his team fighting capabilities, and that's his egg. See, they go with an SF, right?
Shadow Fiend for Quinn, it looks like here. So that is going to be what looks like a safe lane farming Ember Spirit for Yawar. Definitely a
Now,
bit different than.
if you're Cloud9, you can also think about putting Monkey on the offlane with someone, right? Perhaps Monkey Aerobic or Monkey Ancient offlane, and then you have something different with Phoenix safely.
Well, it's hard to say. They don't even have a lot of reserve time to work with here. About 26 seconds if they want to try to flip things around now that they see the Shadow Fiend come out. Because what do they have to go against the mid lane? Does Dragon Knight really hold his own against a Shadow Fiend if they want to keep Envy on that DK?
It doesn't sound like a great idea,
No, doesn't sound fun.
definitely. Overall, Dragonite is really strong right now versus anything, but
Queen
they're
of
gonna go
Pain.
with Co-op instead. Yeah.
There is not too much catch on the side of Quincy crew, like just straight up stun, stop you in your spot. You know what I mean? So I was almost thinking, like, is Storm something that could fly out? But Queen of Pain, obviously also very mobile and could be a problem if she's able to just jump to back lines. Maybe she gets like an early, I don't know, silent stick in some way to help with against the Phoenix. But
They're still thinking about what to pick. You see, like the last 2 picks haven't been decided on Quincy Crew.
Yeah, come on,
Who's
MS,
going to
that's
be the
tough.
3? Yeah, your Tusk 3 is Hope is still alive.
I
It's
just feel like I
possible.
definitely see, yeah,
There you go.
MSS plays way more Tusk than I've seen him play Phoenix. So it could
Yeah,
be still a 4-position Tusk, but just hero comfort for the player. I
I
wouldn't
see.
jump to it too soon. Or maybe they do put the Tusk and Grimstroke in some lane. Maybe not the one against the Monkey King. Maybe somewhere else. But
But
you
you see,
know, oh
yeah, you
wow,
see that Misery has picked
yeah.
up Monkey King as
Oh
well, so
goodness.
may, uh, that's probably the reason as well why they're picking MSS Tusk. But overall, in my opinion, this is a much better Phoenix core game than it is a Tusk core game. But if you get a fast Blink Dagger on Tusk, perhaps you can, um, alleviate that problem of having no catch that you just talked about. So
All right,
it helps
now
out.
I want to bring something up, and I think this was something that Blitz had mentioned on the ESL broadcast. I'm only going based off a tweet I saw that showed Soxa agreeing with him. I guess it
Ah,
was
yeah,
something
yeah, yeah.
about the role assignment at the end. And
Mhm.
should that be visible to your opponent? Like after all the heroes are picked, and now the players get to decide on what hero they're playing, should that be hidden from the opponent until the game begins?
I just have to say, Blitz, just learn how to play all the roles, you scrub. That's all. And then you can pick anything and move anywhere, right? It doesn't matter.
It certainly feels like these last minute switch arounds are happening much more often than they've ever happened before. Again, I don't know if that's because of this new drafting setup with the 4 bans early and then the 10th pick counter picks constantly happening, but we're seeing so many cases now where teams are suddenly flexing all these picks and shifting them all around and possibly making split last second decisions based on what they're seeing on the other side with these players assigning to the heroes. I think it would definitely add a whole new element to the draft if they did keep those picks hidden. Curious
Yeah,
to see if it's something that happens or not.
no, all jokes aside, I would like that. I would love that idea. It sounds great. I mean, I don't see the reason why not to have that. Uh, it's like, why would someone? I don't know. It's stupid, just waiting for the last second to pick it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
That's,
strategy phase, more time allocated for the teams to talk about their pregame a bit. But what it turns into now is this like last second bluffing almost between like,
yeah.
what are we going to pick? What are we going to do? And, or watching the other team pick their whole lineup and then you doing some sort of it's definitely very awkward. I'd love to hear more opinions from the captains and from the players side of things. But based on what, like Soxa was saying, it seems like some players already would agree keeping that hidden would be, a bit better and could definitely make things less crazy through the drafting phase. And how is this lane going to pan out? Certainly for Quincy side, the MSS Tusk. He's got the Orb of Venom, so I think he's just playing a 4 position here. Oh no, wait, well Biver's got a headdress on the Phoenix.
Nah, he's playing the 3 definitely
Okay.
on Tusk. He has Quelling Blade queued up, so I think
Oh, you're
he will
right.
be the core. The only question is where he'll go. It looks like it will be towards bottom lane towards Biver. Yep, this is how they want to lane. They want to put Tusk versus Misery. They don't want to put Ember versus him, I think. So
Yeah, the Tusk versus Monkey King with that Phoenix certainly seems like the better head-on matchup. While our mid lane matchup is like a Dota classic, if you will, the Shadow Fiend versus Queen of Pain. Every mid laner needs to have a Shadow Fiend and a Queen of Pain in their repertoire. And we'll just basically be going down to a lot of the I always want to say micro skills, but it's not micro skills. It's mechanics. That's what I'm thinking of. The basic mechanics of the
yes,
mid laner and who has better mechanics.
so far it looks like SF is doing really well, considering also that it's the early stages of the first few lanes. He's had a lot of success bottom lane though. Oh,
Oh, wow. A jump onto Snake King here. MSS flexing that first tag team, showing how damn good it is. And they'll get the first blood, and I miss another first blood, so if you're counting at home, take another shot. I'm just kidding. I'm sad.
the thing is, like on this lane, Monkey will be really strong, but not right now. From level 3 and onwards, he's really strong. Early on, you can pressure him quite hard. But even later on, I don't know, versus Biver versus Fire Spirits, he's gonna struggle. It's not an easy lane for
Oh, Snaking
Misery.
again in a bit of trouble. This time I'll catch the action. The strike comes out to slow them down, but I think the damage may have already been done. Burning
dead.
away.
Headdress, headdress, headdress.
Oh, the heals, the
The
sweet,
nerf.
delicious heals from the headdress from Tangos, and he will barely hold on. And are you serious? Top lane, it's SPG getting the takedown of Pylite Eye. You guys are making me look.
Detours.
They're making me look so bad on this camera right now. I'm back at bottom. I'm not looking to miss this
Misery.
one, baby. Misery going toe to toe with MSS. He's going to be the victor on that. And don't worry, I caught all the action there, baby.
Good job.
Oh yeah.
1 out of 3.
One out
It's
of 3.
Good. It's
I'm
good.
on a good pace here. Ooh, Envy eats a raise and has to blink out from trouble. I'm on my toes. Top, what's
Ace.
going on? We're not done yet. It just goes from bottom to mid to top lane now with action. Cold
Damn.
feet, slowing down SVG, but they don't have an extra way to stun him, so he'll walk out from that. Oh boy. But
JJ, watch yourself. Dakota, the next observer.
oh yeah. Oh,
On point.
everybody at home, please no. Keep him off of the camera. And while you're at it, keep him off of the mic. CS is huge right now for Quinn. 17-6 to Envy's 6-1. This Shadow Fiend is going crazy.
Top lane, Yavar.
How dare I step away from the lane, even but for a moment, as Yawar and Ace testing each other to the full limits. And it's going to be Yawar coming out on top. He does eat the cold feet, but walks away before it becomes lethal at all. And Quincy inch ahead now, 3-1.
Yeah, all these lanes are quite volatile. Top lane, bottom lane.
Yeah, you
as
got to
well.
help me out. You got to watch the lane I'm not looking
I'm-
at and let me know
yeah,
what's
it's-
going on.
It's
This is-
fine. On the bottom lane, there's a small skirmish, but there won't be any kills. Not necessarily right now, at least. You
Say
know
that.
who your real problem is? It's Envy on this mid lane because he's being doubled in CS. I have a feeling crazy.
Like the mega value. He takes all of his items out of his bag to get the most out of this mango. Does find the haste rune. Could have been real
Does he find any
tough. He
CS
doesn't
though?
get anything
That's the
from that.
question.
I don't know. He's trying. He's trying. It's not easy. 25-13 denies. Oh my God. What's the level difference? MV4 getting close to 5. Almost 5.5 for Quinn. Yeah, he's putting on a clinic
Full
in the
level
mid lane.
advantage.
Putting on a
Full level
clinic
advantage.
in the mid lane. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Oh, uphill miss, but just maintaining dominance in the mid lane for Quinn. How about our side lanes here? It looks like Ace is putting together some good farm on his DK. 22 CS to his name when compared to Yawar on the other side, who's at 15. Uh-oh. What's going on down here? See Snake King getting burnt up a bit. It's a fight over the 5-minute bounties. C9 grabbed that one. But behind them, Biver's able to snag up a deep bounty. What's happening up top?
Top lane, Pylai die.
Yeah, Pylai Die was trying to race over for a bounty himself, but quickly gets apprehended. You know, the scary part for the supports who are trying to go up for the side bounties, you know, you're going to be leaving your core behind. So either the jump's going to happen onto the core, or if he's not a good option, they're just going to chase down that support and take advantage of him while they're isolated.
I wouldn't be surprised if AA doesn't go top again. Let's see Pylai die. He needs levels, that's his problem. He's thinking about where to go. Maybe even mid. Well, I don't know what he's gonna do. Top lane, he's not necessary any longer. Dragonite can stay solo. Yeah, he TP's bot. It's
Trouble for
good.
Misery, bottom lane. He gets snowballed, not able to even get off the boundless strike. Good move in from MSS. And now Snake King blocked out. Oh, the burn. And they got it. Biver with the double kill. These are two really strong lanes right now for Quincy. The mid lane going dramatically well for Quinn, getting close to 40 CS to Envy's 10 with 21 denies. He raises through Envy, going to force him back and just slurp down the bottle. Now they do have Pylai Die behind. I'll gank him for you, Envy. Biver's here, though. Oh, no. Pi forced to dish out the cold feet. He has to run out the other direction. I don't think he can even trade with that support. He'll need help. Oh,
I mean,
what's
if
happening up
Quap
top?
is maybe 6 there. If Envy is at least 6 here, then they could threaten the SF. But right now what they're doing is they're rotating around him, and he doesn't have experience to even do anything. Top lane?
Yeah, they know
again.
Pi's not in the lane, so they're really trying to muscle down Ace. But Ace is just super tanky already.
Yeah.
And able to fend off the trouble. He'll get pushed away from the CS, but, you know, Quincy keeping them in check in all lanes where possible.
There's SVG also rotating behind towards the mid lane.
Ooh, he gets that ward down. Spots out Pi on the low ground here. And him and Quinn. Oh, no, Pi got left with the lane while Envy's going bottom.
Ace is bottom as well.
Oh, I think Pi's going to die, but we have to leave his action to go to mid lane. Yeah, Pi dies the second I leave that mid lane. Biver will also go down here at the bottom. I knew that was going to happen, but we do catch action here as C9 do manage to scrap together a kill for themselves, getting the jump onto Biver. And he has that 3x kill streak. You know, that's really what is the
It's
difference
fine. You
in
went
swing.
where it matters. You went where it matters, and now because of that kill on the Phoenix, a more important thing will happen. They're taking down tier 1. The only question is, what are they trading for that? Because Quinn is owning the mid lane.
I don't know. They do not like seeing the Shadow Fiend, but here comes MSS with the snowball, and they just blast down Envy with the raise. Pi could be next. You saw the whole thing. You must die. And they take him out too. Double kill for Quinn. Oh, the Shadow Fiend is getting so big and so gross. Misery comes to the mid lane. They might just decide to do a rotation here. With the bottom tier 1 also going down, there's not too many farm options for the Monkey King in the bottom lane.
He's got that haste rune. Misery actually has to be careful here. If something clips him, like Stroke of Fate, Quinn can actually rush into him and take him down top lane.
Yeah, Envy,
Yawar.
he's got that level 6, but Yawar has the Remnant and will bounce out from trouble. You know, look for Envy on
has
the move.
18 CS, 9 minutes in.
Yeah, the struggle's
It's
real.
hard.
The struggle's real, and that was
really.
that was a last pick co-op too. I have to say, so they knew what they were getting into, but you know, Quinn got to really go off. And now they will take the outpost at the top. It's just under a minute, and Misery recognizes that he's got to quickly get to the other outpost if they want to get some XP, and he takes care of it.
There is some space around this bottom lane that they can play around, but they literally have
Pi.
2 cores stuck there. Oh, Pi is dead.
I mean, Quinn doesn't even give him the respect of raising him. He just right-clicks him down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What do you get when you're snowballing this hard on a Shadow Fiend? He's going Shadow Blade. I'm a Shadow Fiend. I need a Shadow Blade. Am I right? Oh, Envy. It blinks away, but he blinks right into the arms of Biver. Misery, though, joins him in the river. He's able to get off a pretty good scream, and they finish off the Phoenix. But Quinn's not done yet. He keeps fighting forward. Snake King able to snag up the double damage. And Quincy do not want to pursue just MSS. They don't feel confident enough. In fact, Cloud9 have the numbers advantage around this mid lane.
They did get some bounty runes, and they smoked up. The biggest problem for Cloud9 right now is levels. They don't have levels on their supports, but maybe they can take down SF.
Jump in from Envy. Immediate Shadow Strike. Fear on the Quinn. Shoves him back. Inkswell from SVG. And they get the Requiem off. Big stun from that Inkswell. And now the egg. Can they quickly crack it? Yes, they can. They somehow managed to pop it, but they could be throwing their own lives away trying to do so. They lose 3 in exchange for the 1 Phoenix egg. And
Quinn
MSS
survives. Yeah.
says, I'm sorry you didn't make it, but I'll give you my tip. Misery, lots of credit to SVG. He had a wonderful Inkswell to shut them down in that spot right near the Phoenix egg. And as you can see, they clean out the rest. A full 5-man wipe. This one not pretty.
SVG did that really well. Not only the Inkswell, but the silence that prevented them from stopping SF using his Requiem, which also set up the egg afterwards.
Right.
Just a really good fight. But all comes down to the fact that they didn't have their levels on the side of Cloud9. Ancient Apparition also wasn't 6th yet. He couldn't use that ulti on SF. When lanes go this poorly, it's difficult to play the game afterwards. But they did find some kills at least.
MSS a bit deep. Happy to scout things out. You know, Quincy have a good lineup that they can kind of keep fighting forward. It's a very low cooldown type of lineup, maybe with the exception of Requiem and the egg. Okay, what am I saying? They don't have very low cooldowns, but they have a fight that when they do have their cooldowns ready, they can keep going at it. Looks like Biver could be in trouble in the top lane. Oh, it's MSS who's bringing trouble elsewhere. Envy goes down. We go back top. What's happening here? Uh-oh, MSS.
Misery.
MSS, you were just at the mid lane. What are you doing here? Oh, he's got a haste rune. Now he's running down the monkey. Oh, man, it can't feel that good. Oh, please don't come at me. And he does. And he hits him with the tag team. And he hits him with the alt chat.
The all chat is what matters.
Mm.
You have to break him down mentally.
The mental damage
Mid
is
lane?
more important
Yeah.
sometimes than the magic and physical damage. As Snake King gets a stolen snowball, which allows him to survive just a bit longer. Oh, they want that bounty so bad. But Quinn, oh, he does go down. Pylai die. Pylai die with the long revenge. He's been waiting so long to get that one. He
It's the
ice
long
blast down.
con.
It's the long con
That's-
revenge.
Yeah. He was waiting for him to be fat, and then he gets the kill for how much? 600? 540. It's good. Good
Oh,
enough.
yeah.
He can finally afford boots.
Daddy's got a new pair of shoes on Pylai die. And now he can move from fountain to lane that much faster. Uh-oh. Watch out for Yuar. He'll snipe you down. As I say that, it's Yuar now eating the Dragon Tail and the Cold Feet. All right, Yuar's dead. All right, Quincy. Getting a bit overzealous here. MSS, Ice
It's the long
Blast.
con.
Go, go. They got him. More stacks. And suddenly, Quincy hemorrhaging a couple of kills in the mid lane.
Yeah, 2 big kills actually, and also another 5x kill streak. 570 for Ace. I mean, it doesn't matter if you lose the laning stage hard. If afterwards you make some big mistakes and feed it all away.
Exactly.
They were 5k ahead, now 3k. It's swinging back a little bit.
Credit to Ace on his Dragon Knight. You know, while Quincy made a call to have some action, he still keeps farming up, and he's, you know, just inching ahead of where the Shadow Fiend is in terms of net worth. And now,
He has that Shadow Blade.
yeah, he has that Shadow Blade. Mid lane, though, he's been spotted, and he commits the Shadow Blade. So, no
Bottom lane.
surprise Shadow Blade going to be happening there, while MSS dives on in, looking to go for the easy, swift finish onto Pylai Die, but it's not going to happen. They've got Misery here, and now Snake King. MSS is going to be forced to 180 and try to rendezvous with the other Quincy members.
He's just so tanky. He
You
was trying
are.
to take him down.
He pinged Snake King. He saw Snake King go in the trees. Do they
Can
know
they
Misery's
find him?
here?
Rubik is still there. Yavar might run
Oh,
straight.
got
into
him.
Yeah.
Misery's like, sorry, bruh. I got to hop through the trees and peace out. And they catch Snake King and finish him off.
Bounty runes are spawning. Top lane Beaver will take the 2. Bottom lane it looks like MSS take the other ones.
Ooh, Imclaw.
Right, so 4 bounties.
Imclaw and bounties. Quinn says, don't mind if I do. I like it. He's going to go right for BKB. This is a no-nonsense build. He's like, I got some damage. Let me get
It's
my
the
BKB
tower
and close
build.
it out.
Like you literally turn into a tower as an SF.
Mm-hmm.
You stand up front, pop that BKB, and just hit the fools. Quap.
Long roll in for Envy. And Envy has no chance once they get a hold of him. Struggle for Envy here. Obviously suffered quite a bit in that mid lane. He is only just ahead of his 2 supports in the net worth. This
He's
one,
behind the 2 supports of Quincy's crew, though.
yeah.
Oh.
This one's mostly on Ace and Misery to kind of bring forth a lot of the damage and scaling potential, at least for now. You are, though. This could be a great 3-man gank. Wow. Good quick action there from Cloud9.
Yeah, they had a good ward and the sentry there. They just waited him out behind the trees. Ambush.
Good, cute little pickoff. And Quincy are going to have to just continue to give them that little bit of respect. And I'm not seeing so much come out from the Quincy side of things because of these pickoffs. You know when's the last time we saw an egg? It was only that one fight. I want to see more egg action. Does he want to hold out till level 2 before he commits the next egg?
Or Aghanims, perhaps, even, as
Oh,
he's
goodness.
rushing that.
He is rushing the
Yeah.
Aghanims. Wow.
He's pretty much just waiting. The Aghanims rush is pretty standard right now. But waiting for level 12 also is... If there's a good team fight, he can use that tag, but waiting for level 12
They're
is
going
also
for
pretty
Biver.
good.
They're going for Biver. Oh, he's dead now. Oh, not. The Icarus out. He's gone. The
What
stun wasn't
happened there? They
there.
messed up.
Where was the stun? They still get him with the Ice Blast, but Oh no! And now comes Quincy. You trying to jump our bird? We got your dragon. Oh,
Yeah,
real
that was
unfortunate.
super weird. They had Dragon Tail there, they just didn't use it. The first stun did connect, right, from Monkey King. It did. While
Yeah.
the strike was there, but for some reason, Ace just held his Dragon Tail for way too long.
Unfortunate
Radiant's middle
misplay,
tower is under
and
attack.
it will cost him his life. And now Quincy are going to shift
Envy?
up. Oh, whoa. Immediate self Inkswell. Envy is going to be able to blink himself away, but Cloud9 on the full retreat here. They have that outpost and that
Dire's middle
ward.
tower is
They
under
see
attack.
Quincy's positioning. I don't know. Do they really think they can fight this? They have Monkey King ult and Queen of Pain ult, but yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough. Where are we at
There's
with Quinn's BKB? All right, he's one
Yeah,
component
there's
away.
no exactly. There's no BKB still, so I
Mm.
think if you are Quincy's crew, you can wait that out. You don't really have to fight and
Yeah.
risk dying on SF. That's probably the better option. Oh, Misery.
Dire's
Well,
middle tower
if someone
is
just
under attack.
leaps into you, you can take a kill.
Oh, man. That does not feel good. I guess he thought the
Envy
coast
as
was
well.
clear, but it's not the case. Okay, Envy. That's a nice little scream. Might be able to get the finish. No, he will not. Too much hope there. MSS will turn around and help finish off Envy. Yawar gets Pie. Quinn gets Snake King.
I love how Ace is just like, you fools do whatever the hell. I'm not joining this. I'm farming away. Someone needs to carry this. And
Radiant's
he's doing
middle
all
tower
right.
is
So
under
far, he
attack.
has 8,000 net worth, right? He's all right. He's almost mirroring what SF is doing on the other side. The BKB will come a little bit faster for Quinn, as he just has had it completed.
Why not go for Roche? Take that down. Have the Aegis. Use your new BKB. And try to put this baby to bed. That baby being Cloud9. That bed being the win. You see where I'm going with this, lizard? Keep up with me.
It's amazing, man. It's hard, but I'm managing.
All right. Quincy inside. No contention at all. This is just Cloud9 using this little bit of space to scout the perimeter, get some wards down, scrap together the farm that's available to him, and then get ready to tuck your head between your knees and pull out a defense if possible.
That's Nage's BKB Shadow Blade, level 16 Shadow Fiend. Hunting Envy up there, actually. Oh, Envy.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Quinn.
blink out.
He's just
You
licking
saw
his,
it.
he's
He
licking
saw it.
he's licking his lips. Ah, he shows himself. And that'll be the end of that.
I think he saw the Scream of Pain. Ah, he also has a sentry. Envy
Oh,
had
I see what you
sentries.
mean. The one scream like follows the
Yeah.
unit, and it's like, where's that scream unit going? Good heads up, but just delaying the inevitable.
It just looked a little bit suspicious for him, so he left that farm, went away. I love how they smoke up and Queen just runs into the tower.
Oh no, Ace, Shadowblade's out. Do they have dust? They have a haste on Yawar. All right, now they committed with the Inkswell. Oh no, he gets close enough. The Inkswell pop is there. Very nicely done. It's going to force Ace to turn and fight in dragon form, but he is just simply outnumbered. And with Quinn coming in, got a lot of extra damage. Quinn with the double, slamming down the raise onto Pi. Pi from the high ground now is going to be sitting inside the fountain. Oh, okay, Envy trying to finish off Quinn with that scream, but can't get it. Oh no, he also goes down. It's hard to watch.
Can they take him? Nah, the vessel is there. He's sealed up. Will they go for high ground? Will they take tier 1? What do you think? What do they want to take? What can they take? They can take anything they want to.
It really feels like in this game, Quincy can do whatever they want. Unfortunately, a bit of a different story than what we saw in the first two games. This one much tougher for Cloud9. As we see now, even Misery going to go down. 12K net worth advantage, 31-8 here.
Ah, man, it's hard to watch. Like you said before, it's difficult. It's just a stomp. Dragon Knight in that Shadow Blade perhaps tries to set something. Where is he going even with the Shadow Blade? He wants to set something up, but there's no follow-up. His team is dead.
I guess just holding out for Misery. I don't know if a tier 2 defense is
Dire's
even
bottom tower
the
is
play.
under attack.
I know he would love to have that BKB. Oh gosh, what am I missing here? Mid lane, Yawar.
Nothing. He's fine.
All right, all right.
This is the second time they tried to go on him with the clumsy net, but it just doesn't work.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That guy is big.
That Silver Edge completed on SF
Dire's
as well.
bottom tower has fallen.
And the DK moves all the way down through the bottom lane to farm up and cut wave where possible as Quincy continue their stranglehold across the base of Cloud9. Cloud9 in desperation mode at this
Dire's
point.
structures are fortified.
Commit out the glyph, but could be looking at their first set of racks to go down here.
Fortified.
Nope, Rubik.
Damn.
Ah,
Dire's
Sniped.
middle tower is under attack.
Yawar actually manages to snip the last little hit there. Rubik buys back. He's got the money available.
Dire's middle barracks
But we'll
are
see how
under
long it's going to be before it warrants the attention of Ace and Envy. Will Quincy just go for the jugular? Are they going to go for each lane?
do you actually see what Misery is buying
Let me see.
on his Monkey King?
Radiance? Yeah, he's had that queued up for a while.
Dire's middle barracks are under
Why
attack.
though?
I don't think
Why
it's
are
the
you
first
buying-
time I've heard of it. I want to say that I've heard of a Radiance Monkey King before. I'm not sure where and in what. Oh, ooh, nice swift
Was
dodge
it
there from
recently?
Misery. I
Like-
think so. I think so. I'm in
Don't
an
you-
ESL, but
Alright. Because I think you need something to fight with early on here.
Radiant's
You're
top
being
tower is
crushed,
under
but
attack.
maybe this Radiance, if he gets it early enough, will, I don't know, boost his farming capabilities and.
I mean,
maybe
yeah,
he'll be-
obviously the Radiance was not intended to be taking this long to complete. I imagine
Yeah.
in his perfect world it would have been done many moons ago, and that he could have built off the
No, the
momentum
thing i-
of it.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you can't get it early on, you switch, you go back
Yeah,
for
but
the Echo Saber,
he's
perhaps
stubborn
you
though,
can
and he
fight.
needs to finish the Radiance. He's already 3,500 gold deep. You think he's gonna change his mind? I don't think so. Misery's all
Yeah.
in on it, and they could pay the price. As here they come sweeping on through. They'll clean out Envy. Envy has a buyback. So does Pi. Ace committed BKB, getting gunned down. He does not have a buyback. I think they're just gonna throw in the towel.
Nah, Misery is going to the secret shop to buy the relic. He'll be right back.
He's like, I got to get the relic in my inventory at the end of the game to look like I at least got partially the way there.
do you do that as well? You know, when you're loot, at least you get that item. You know, at least it looks better.
Oh
if
my God,
someone
Yawar's gonna be there. Yawar's
Oh, no.
there. No. Oh, here we go. Oh, the net, the damn net.
go buy the relic.
Fight him down. Ah. Back inside the base, it's not any better. It looks like that is all it takes. Cloud9 will tap out. It is Quincy crew who take game number 3 and will take the series.
Radiant victory.
This last game, it was just a beatdown on that mid lane. There's pretty much nothing else to say. The outer lanes were kinda even for both of these teams. I guess the safe lane, Tusk and Phoenix did win, but not as hard as SF on that mid lane. Man, Quinn just styled on Envy. He doubled his CS, he had 1 or 2 levels more, and then you end up having a Queen of Pain that's literally running around with no talisman and the bracer. It's hard to play when you don't have a mid hero.
Yeah. And but they drafted themselves kind of into that. I don't know how typically the Shadow Fiend Queen of Pain match would go. I wager it's a bit closer. But man, in this case, Quinn got everything he could ask for in that mid lane. And then also it seemed like Misery was in a bit of trouble dealing with that Phoenix lane. MSS did a lot of work that game with that early tag team and just put a muscling onto that bottom lane, onto Snake King certainly, and it just got a bit awkward, Credit to Ace, really tried to kind of build up a lot of farm on his DK to round it out the end, but even as a DK, it's like how much are you going to be able to do when you have both Yawar and Quinn like super farmed up? It just seemed like just after the laning phase, this game was pretty much decided.
Yep. He was the one. Ace was the one that actually had a stable game, right? He was farming. He was trying to get for his BKB. He was trying to get all the items necessary, but Queen of Pains was so far behind that they were forced to make these super bad skirmishes that perhaps if Quap had a few more extra levels, they would have worked for them. But in this case, it was just way too difficult to pull off.
Very difficult indeed. But that is going to wrap up our action for today. A longer day today as both of our series went the full 3 games. I'm going to quickly update the groups right now so we can get a look at where the teams do stand. All right, doesn't look like I have to change a whole lot here. Let me just slap this button down and we can take a look at our currently updated standings that I did for you here. All right, so still got Evil Geniuses at the top, but this time they are neck and neck with Crazy, both of them sporting 3-0. I'm excited to watch them go head-to-head to see how that pans out. Thunder Predator's still right there, but Quincy Crew with this win are now 2-0 and also looking to claim a rightful spot at the top. Business Associates 1 and 2 after their loss in the previous series, going against Crazy. Beast Coast not playing today, still 0 and 2. Furious Sports 0-2, and unfortunately for Cloud9, still yet to pick up that first series. They are now 0 and 4 at the bottom. Still have 3 more matches to go, if I'm not mistaken. They have to do a full round robin. If they win every game out and everyone else has a hard time, maybe a hopeful tiebreaker situation. But if Cloud9 don't step it up, they could be eliminated early in the Pro Series, and I'm sure we don't want to see that. All right, outside of that, I'll bring it back to us. lizZard, it was an absolute pleasure to have you today. I thank you so much. I know the hours are pretty atrocious from where you are, but I hope you enjoyed today's action. Do you have any closing thoughts for today or shout-outs or anything of that nature before we let you go?
Nah, it was great. I enjoyed it. I'm just gonna go crash into the bed and die. Probably sleep until our next cast now. Like
Fair
it's
enough.
6 in the morning here, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, please get some rest. Everybody, please send your love to lizZard. Give some hearts in the chat for the guy. Tomorrow, he'll be back to join my side once again as we will be in for another Cloud9 treat to start the day off. It'll be Cloud9 versus Business Associates, and then after that is going to be Quincy Crew versus Furia. All right, everybody, it's been an absolute pleasure bringing you another day of wonderful Beyond the Summit Pro Series action. Shouts again to Monster, keeping us energized and sponsoring the event and allowing it to be possible. We still have more action to come. Tomorrow, be back, same time, same place for more Beyond the Summit Pro Series action. Take care.